Winter Forest, my butt. It should be called the Forest of Anything But Winter. Welcome back to Oracle of Seasons. This is not Snake's Remains. This is Gnarled Eagle Dungeon. Gnarly Eagle Dungeon. Because I have to do a trading quest. Previously we weren't doing trading quests. Even though we did get a Cuckoo Dex, and we went through a forest, and we used winter power. But this is Melon's house, and she has snow in her backyard. This can't be good for the cuckoos. Let's go ahead and clean that up for her. Get some hearts, because I was getting beat up on the way here. Yeah, I had to backtrack all this way for one thing. I have a Cuckoo Dex now. Taryn is still missing. Or I guess it's Talon. He's in Mount Coco. So she's taking care of the hens. But she doesn't know about cuckoos. I have something for you. It's a Cuckoo Dex. Wow, there's 900 different kinds of cuckoo. This will definitely help. Yeah, sure, why not? What am I gonna do with it? Also, I'm trying something different with the frame rates this time. Hopefully it fixes things. We got a Lon egg! For a book about chickens! It's all the rage with cute girls! Oh, this definitely should not fall in the hands of Maple. She's not cute. It's some kind of beauty aid. Well, I'm gonna save you some paging through the book. I'll show you how to take care of cuckoos. You get out your mystery seeds, and you sprinkle them on your chickens. Get over here. There you go. And now they have a life anew. They even follow you around. Unfortunately, you can't reverse this process. Also, when you do this, like I showed you before, get them really angry, and just line yourself up and be ready to throw. It's Chickenzilla! Well, she's done for. I do not want to go back into that house. But everything's fine now. She had the Cuckoo Deck. She knew how to fix the problem. Yeah, mystery seeds do weird things to cuckoos. Just so you know. Also, they do things to the enemies, too. Of course, they have something to do with a certain buzz blob, you remember? But they also have random effects on enemies. Oh, speaking of Maple, hey! Come on, Maple. I got something for you. Do not throw this in the water. She didn't bug me this time. It's an egg instead. Yeah, I know all about the Maple. She's just gonna rob the egg instead. That's one thing I should have done before. Also, the music does strange things when text is going on. That's just Game Boy. Yeah, I know, I understand. So she's gonna give us a doll for an egg. A ghastly doll. Ugh, it's ugly looking. No, it doesn't. I still have your money. Yeah, that's what happens when you get the, when you get the thing. You get the egg, you find a Maple, you have her bump into you, and she takes your egg, and gives you doll. What we need the doll for? Heaven knows! Maybe something important. I mean, it's a key item, after all. So now we have to backtrack all the way back to Winter Forest. Should have done this the last video before we went to the Winter Forest. But no. I wanted to faff about. So I'm just gonna set enemies on random effects. I don't know what's going to happen. It's mystery seeds, after all. All they do is summon the ghost of Cedric anyway, so why not use them on things? Stay still. Okay, bye. I don't know what that was. It just did things. Okay, see you later. Their planet needed them. I knew it, we are in a different world. I wanted some more effects. That one seems to have frozen. It stunned him. Oh, that one's fireproof. Okay, maybe I should stop playing around with the seeds. As you see, the gacha tree has grown, but I don't think I've racked up the kills yet, so I'm just gonna leave it sit for right now. I want to get a ring out of the deal, not something else. Not something lousy. I'm still backtracking my way to Winter Forest. This is what happens when you don't plan ahead. Alright, I'm gonna have to start being careful. These enemies are painful. Even though quarter hearts exist in this game, apparently. Did they do that in Link's Awakening? Did you have a quarter heart in Link's Awakening? You could take a quarter heart of damage? Because I think it was only half and full. It's probably something they invented because Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. What other game came out? I don't think any other games came out between this and Link's Awakening, besides those I mentioned. Also note that in the summertime is the only time you can get... Oh wait, is this summer? I need to check. It's autumn now. Yeah, the summertime you could get mystery seeds. I think it's springtime you could get fire seeds. Or is it autumn? I don't even remember now. You can find them in bushes anyway, so it's pointless. Alright, now it's time for Snake's Remains. The second dungeon. We are going to need Ember Seeds eventually for these lamps. But we're not going to do that right now. Let's go this way. Avoid the spike dudes. Kill these things. When I was pre-playing, I still had my sword damage, and I thought these guys took 2 hits. No, they take 1 hit. It's just that I had that insta-kill ring. Oh boy, that belonged in a treasure chest indeed. Also, this dungeon's music is monotonous, and we're going to be hearing it a lot. So now the ropes are here! And they charge at you, just like in the original game. Don't let them charge at you. Hit them at an angle, like that. And it gets us a key. Now we can mess around with torches. Because we got key. Obviously, if you lit these torches, you would have to realize, hey, I need a key, and we can backtrack. And that's not what I'm about. So, this looks like a feng shui room. I need to push something. That's what I'm calling them now, feng shui rooms. You have to fix the blocks. Sadly, I don't think there's no block fixing to be done here. That certainly isn't ominous and obvious. Obviously ominous. No, there's absolutely no secrets going on in this room. Absolutely not. I'm just going to have a mental breakdown and try to bomb a wall. Oh, look, a door opened! Oh, wow, look at all these rupees! They're all different kinds of values, even though they're all green. This is a room Tingle would be proud of. So thanks for making me absolutely filthy rich. I will use that to buy gacha seeds and absolutely nothing else. Because I'm addicted. I'm gonna need another key, though. Do I need to use it right away, though? This dungeon is pretty darn long. I'm trying to keep my track of everything. Let's go this way. Let's see what's going on in here. Besides snakes! And blobs! Snake blob! Ah, it's a feng shui room. We need to fix the feng shui. This block is out of order. Everything's out of order. This room is out of order. Oh, I remember this room. We don't belong here yet. They got some chunky boys in here. Let's not mess around with that. Something tells me I'm gonna need an item. The dungeon item. So let's go this way. Yeah, looks like we belong here. I always thought these things were octopi. Apparently they're some kind of beetle. We can only kill them by pushing them in the pits. And we can't reach that thing. There's pots in my way. I can't smash pot. In this room, you can't jump over gaps. And these guys got arrows. Which means you must bomb them without bombing yourself. And there's plants here that give you bombs, and they will regrow after a while. Don't hold on to a bomb for too long, you will regret it. Ah, that totally hit. And that totally hit too. There we go. Ah, come on, they do it in Breath of the Wild. The Power Bracelet! Now Link can lift again. How the heck did you lose your bracelet, man? Seriously, come on. You even had the power gauntlet that let you pick up the large rocks and be really hefty with them. But now that we could lift the pot, and we could use it against the Bottle Grotto Genie. Funnily enough, that was the second dungeon in Link's Awakening, and the Link's Awakening remake. It's like power bracelets in level 2 areas seem to have a thing going on. Either that or I'm talking out my butt. I knew one of them had a fairy. We got the dungeon map! Yeah, I know, I understand, thanks. Well, there it is, the snake's remains. Ah, its eye was a secret this entire time. Even though that section over there to the left, those two rooms look like they're connected, they're not really connected. Just letting you know. We'll be getting there another way. Now we have the ability to lift, so we can deal with the chunky spikes. These are some heckin' chunkers, let me tell you. Oh lord, he's coming. I'm to destroy that meme by mispronunciating things. But there's a small key in here. A small key with big spikes. And there's absolutely nothing up this way, besides death. Let's go this way, where there's no death. Just rollers. Roll the bat. I wanted to roll the bat. I wanted to crush it. Ah, stupid game. Guess I'll just have to deal with throwing pots at bats. Get over here. Throw this at you. The bots have a little bit more of an arc in this game. They don't go shooting straight forward like they did in Link's Awakening. So you actually have to angle your shot. And we're in a familiar place. The Stray Fairy is right down there. In fact, we could go meet the Stray Fairy if we wanted to. And there's a Gacha Seed right here. Make sure you grab it. I mean, it's literally on your path. How can you miss it? And welcome back to Snake's Remains. Here's the rooms I was talking about. They're not connected. And all they got is ropes in them. And plants. Ominous pattern for plants, don't you think? Also, this one over here. Hey, wait a second. What the heck are you? You almost got attacked by a snake, buddy. It's a business, Deku Scrub! 10 bombs for 30 rupees. No, I got bombs, thanks. Now, there's a reason why he's in business over there. This next room is on a timer. You have 30 seconds to get to the center of his room. Bombs take a while to explode. Sometimes you need to prep your bomb in advance. If you don't make it to the centered room in 30 seconds, the chest vanishes. No, you do not get your bombs back. Therefore, you gotta buy bombs off the grifter outside. That's how he makes his profit. And that's pretty much the entire point of this side room. To get you a small key, and to make you angry because you've just been shafted. I'll find bombs elsewhere, thank you. I'm saving my money. I don't know for what. I just want to save my money. You can't have it! I'm out of here. Then that guy went poor, and he starved to death inside the snake's remains. Now it's called the Deku Scrub's remains. Yep, those dudes are here too, the Cerbrosians. I think the Gorons are back too? Or am I thinking ages? Eventually we'll see Goron. Now it's time to go this way, to the right. You'll need bombs here too. Luckily there's some in the bushes. Also, the enemies might drop them from time to time. I got a fly dive-bombing me in the eye. Get away. Jeez. It's fruit fly season. They know death is upon them. For another 6 months. So yeah, we got this area again. It's back from Link's Awakening. The 2D sections. And the Thwomps are back as well. And I believe the Mario enemies are too. But But that's just a little 2D section. Just for you. To say, hey, remember Link's Awakening? It had that weird 2D stuff. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's not a bracelet button. That's indeed not a bracelet button. Good thing there's an arc on throwed items now. So I can throw them over my head and get the heck out of Dodge. Alright, give me those hearts. This place is pain. I want to get in there. For 10 rupees! Great! I hate these mini rupees. That could have been a 20 piece, but no, someone put a crack in it. Speaking of cracks, there's cracks in the floors now. Which means that you can't linger for too long while you're pushing these things. Ah, stupid bats. This is why I hate bats. This is why I hate bats. I do not like a bat. No one should like a bat. They flap in your hair while you're trying to do puzzles. Ah, I wanted to hit you with that. Get back here. Ah. So we got the key from that room. And there's nothing. There's nothing. I will blow up the nothing. Hey! I remember you! You're from my nightmares! I don't like it. It's Facade. He's back. He has fireballs and pits in the floors. And I hate him the most. He deserves to explode. Now last time he just did the fire thing and I was able to kill him really easily. But this time, he wants to drop things on me and try to throw me into pits. You're gonna have to wait for the enemies if you run out of bombs in this room. Because that's the only way to hurt the Facade. Stop doing that. This guy's a jerk. So I can understand why he was demoted. Someone knows about Link's greatest fears, like faces on the floor. I don't like that. Onox knows my weakness. But luckily we defeated Facade. He didn't even get to say anything this time. There's a crack in that wall. I'll get back to it. I need to use a key and enter this area. I love doing this to these sparks. Yoink! Yeah, where are you going now, buddy? Where are you going now? I'm gonna do that to your twin brother, too. Do that. Now they're stuck in space. Stuck in that one little point in space. For the rest of the time. As I kill these skeletons. And look for fairies. Because I've been hurt. They hurt me. With bad words. And awful looks. I'll get to them in a second. You know what? They might be made out of fairies. Let's use throwable baseball bat. Yeah, fairy! If you boomerang the sparks, they will turn into fairies. Yet again. Where do I go from here? I'm trying not to look at my notes. I'm trying to remember this dungeon. Oh, yes, this room! Don't mess around with this room. I call it the Spinny Room of Doom. It is meant to confuse you. Don't let it confuse you. Let's go the real way. This way, without using the Spinning Room of Doom. There's a treasure chest there. And there's this room. Invaded by Tetris pieces. You gotta take a ride on the Tetris pieces. Sometimes they'll make S shapes. Sometimes they'll make L shapes. Sometimes they'll drop your rupees into the pit. Stupid Tetris thinks it's all that because it has a battle royale and Zelda doesn't. Yeah, they're arrogant. And we got the boss key. Now, don't exit left from this room because it'll just take you back to the Spinny Room of Doom. So don't do that. You'll get confused. You don't want to be confused. This is how to not be confused. Remember that crack in the wall? Well, it's relevant now. It's very relevant now. I didn't show off what changed with the boomerang yet, but I have a feeling that the boomerang... it's seen better days compared to Link's Awakening's boomerangs. That's all I have to say on the matter. Okay, I'll just come out and say it. It can't kill enemies anymore. It can can only stun them. We can't even kill the Pole's voice anyway. The only thing can do that is loud noises, which bombs make. Unfortunately, they have to be in an explosion range for them to hear the noise. Yeah, it's totally not the explosion killing them. Alright, this is the only time you should be using the Spinning Room of Doom. That's the only time you should use it. Because it takes you to this room. I see the boss door, and we got a Cedric. Attack from within! Then superhuman strength will prevail. I wonder what he means by that. Well, might as well stock up. Grab mystery seeds, grab some bombs, kill some ropes. Yeah, like that. And that. Thank you, Lion Piece! Lion Piece will always save the day. He'll get you that Tetris Royale. So, the boss is Dodongo. He doesn't even have an introduction. He just walks around. You will need bombs and bracelet, because superhuman strength. When he opens his mouth, throw a bomb in, and then throw him into the pit. Yeah, he doesn't take damage from bombs anymore. This is a King Dodongo. He doesn't truck with that. You're gonna have to do a little bit extra damage. This was an interesting boss fight, though. I do like this. But you have to do a little bit more than what you expect to do against the Dodongo. All the Dodongo's fights are actually pretty fun. Even in the original version. You can hit them with a sword for catharsis. Right. I wanted you to open your mouth, buddy. Get over here. He tries to cheese you by charging at you. Forward tosses into the pit, and he's dead. Well, I fought harder bosses. Oh yeah, I can't lift plants out of the ground. I'm gonna have to change my items out. Luckily, these regrowing plants are here, just in case you, like, mess up your bombs. But it's a Dodongo! You have to bomb the Dodongos! Even CDI know better! It's the gift of time! What does that have to do with nature? Well, yeah. Yeah, it definitely does do that. It also kills you. Nature is really good at waiting. So that was Snake's remains. Only 6 more pieces to go. Hi, Maku Tree, how you doing? Now the Maku Tree has time powers. Now we're heading to Spool Swamp. Something is happening there. And now we've caught up to my replay, so I could stop using the insta-kill ring. So next time on Oracle of Seasons, it's time to head to Spool Swamp. Also, we got a creepy doll that's always watching me. It's got a broken eye that's always open. Ugh. Good night, folks.